Oh, well, listen, it's time for us to spend some time in the kitchen. And the question is, what happens when a cinnamon roll meets a scone? Well, you get a cinnamon roll scone, and we are here to find out if the marriage of these two classics is a hit or a miss. Now, it is very important to keep your ingredients and your dough as cold as possible to ensure that you get the flaky, buttery layers that scones are known for. So I'm going to get Graham to eventually come and join me in kitchen, but we have got some ingredients here. So already we have crumbed our flour and our butter together, and I'm going to mix the wet ingredients together. So we have an egg. Perfect. G-Man, you are just in time. Have you ever had a cinnamon roll?
I'm going to sneak around to the side of you. I have not. Never, ever, ever, which is saying a lot in this show because we've pretty much done everything.
We tried all. So we are trying it now. So I'm busy mixing the wet ingredients. Okay. I'm going to ask you to really just get our buttery, to create those layers when we roll our cinnamon roll. Okay. So if you can pop the butter into the microwave just to melt it nice and soft.
Sure.
And we will mix it in the amazi here with our egg, as well as a little bit of vanilla. You've got the microwave sorted there?
I'm just doing 30 seconds, eh?
Yeah, you can just do 30 seconds.
It'll probably need less than that, but I'm just so happy well, I want to say I've learned how to use the microwave. I haven't, okay, but I'm getting there.
You're getting there.
It is amazing. This thing does more than any other appliance that I've ever encountered, so...
Perfect.
Maybe a little bit more.
I'm going to mix our sugar with our baking powder and a little bit of salt into our mixture. And I was told a great tip is to cut the wet ingredients into our flour so that you don't overstretch the how can you say, the gluten protein, so that you end up with a scone and not a roll. You don't want it to rise too much.
Okay, so you don't want too much elasticity. It needs to stay together. Okay,
no, so we're going to make a little well. We're going to get that in.
And these are the kind of things that I think we take for granted, but it's the kind of knowledge that you pick up when you do a lot of baking that kind of feels like intuition, where you watch a baker just does it and they do this, but it's these little things that make all the difference.
And I was instructed not to over-mix it. So let's see if we can just cut it in there.
Enough.
Perfect. You can mix some of our sugar and cinnamon.
Am I putting all of this in?
I think all of the sugar, but maybe watch the cinnamon. You also don't want it to be too potent.
Yeah, it can be quite... Sugarman, we'll call it.
Sugarman. Oh, cinnamon sugar.
I'm going to just do like a teaspoon.
Okay. We're just going to mix it all together like that, and then I need to actually be brave enough and roll the dough.
At first, I thought you were going to throw me onto that. I'm like, I have no idea. It is a very dry dough, hey?
Yes.
Oh, how good does that look?
It's such a tricky combination of like getting everything mixed together, but then also not over-mixing it.
Overworking it, for sure.
Okay. So we're going to give this a try. So let's clear out our little workstation.
The kitchen smells amazing, and I would imagine once these babies start to cook and bake, how absolutely amazing your house is going to smell. I would recommend, if you are selling a property, bake a couple of these before you allow anyone into your house.
Give it that homey feel.
Yeah, no, even like some cinnamon sticks in the oven works in that respect. But there is something about your house being filled with the smell of freshly baked goods. It does something magical. And I can see it. Like, I used to get that excited as a kid, and I can see it with my kids. They get so excited.
Okay. I'm just giving it a bit of a mix. All of our flour has not mixed in, but hey, this is how we learn.
Yeah, no, completely. That's not bad at all.
No, we want to give our cinnamon rolls a bit of a roll. There we go.
And it does look dry like that. And I think you might get a bit like insecure thinking, but it's good. You want this for the scone. You don't want it to be too thick and doughy. Maybe a little bit more than that, but okay, there is still a bit of...
I think I need to just work it a little and not be too afraid to underwork it, just to get all the ingredients mixed in. There we go.
Handling with care. I think you're doing a fantastic job. Well done.
So we're going to give it a bit of a roll.
Okay. Yeah, you see all of this extra time you have as a married wife now, spending your days baking.
Definitely not baking. Yes, on the cooking, but not the baking.
I wish I had a love for baking like I do for cooking. I really enjoy cooking, I suppose, because you can kind of try new things. But with the baking, it always feels like you've got to stick, like gospel to the recipe. And and I'm not that good with working in the lines.
This is me as thin as it is, but you get the idea.
Oh, yeah, we
You'll
get the
be a bit
picture.
more neat at home when you try this recipe. Can we get some of our mixture on here? Here's a spoon.
There we go.
Give
and
it a
we
good
just sort of coin it.
drizzle.
Oh,
Yes.
how yummy does that look?
And that also, the butter is going to help give it those flaky layers that we want. That's already in the dough.
Oh. Can we just spread it everywhere, huh?
Just give it a nice little spread.
Yeah, I'll use that spatula. Oh,
Just spread it out.
This is like one of those craving foods. Like when you need a cinnamon roll, you need a cinnamon roll.
You need a cinnamon roll.
It's just one of those.
Okay.
Let's not
And
waste
then we
any.
give it literally a little roll.
Oh, yay. I think this would be as much fun to mess up as it is to get spectacularly right. Every iteration of this will be amazing. It's all going to
It's gonna be
taste amazing.
delicious.
But this is something that you and the family, you and the partner could make on
Valentine's
Day.
This weekend, even for breakfast. There we go. And then we're simply going to, I'm going to use the
We're gonna
same
slice
butter
it
knife
up.
that I sliced
I'm
with.
going to see if I can get you a bit of a bigger, not a pizza chopper.
A nice big one right behind us.
Let's try there. Ha ha!
There we
Now
go.
we are winning at life.
And then we'll just give it a nice little a cut. Look at those beautiful layers.
So look at that. You made a cinnamon roll.
And we're going to pop it into the oven. We can even cut it into triangles, I was told.
Yeah.
And we'll obviously put it on a baking tray, pop it in the oven, and we should be left with nice little cinnamon rolls. Like that. I'm going to give you a
elbow
little
bump. That is
elbow bump.
absolutely exquisite. And that took all of 5 minutes, literally 5 minutes
Quick
to make.
ingredients. Should we give it a try? Should we
for
say whether it's a
it.
hit or a miss?
I'm going to go for
Going
one
with
of
my doughy
these.
hands.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm going to chomp. Oh, Zanelli, I'm so sorry. I wish we could just courier one of these up to you right now so you could have a taste.